for race. Back for F2 CDR once again on this Tuesday afternoon. Just upload that into the Discord. So, in Miami this week, round 4. I've got Captain Izz with me again. He's just gone somewhere, so we'll be back in a minute. That is now in the Discord for everyone. So, JJ took the pole again last week. Yeah, downstream all good, mate. Just running a bit late. Sorry about that, lad. We're up and running now, though. Let's get this sprint up and running. Evening pint size is here every week. Good to hear from you, lad. Yeah, so as I was saying, JJ seems to be the one to beat at the moment. It's took all 3 pole positions up to now, and he's also took 2 out of the 3 wins anyway. Well, anyway, took the other remaining win. Is he in tonight? Is he... No, I don't think Will anyway is here tonight, so is somebody else going to take the challenge up to JJ. It's been a good championship, all tight racing, all the way through really, so it's good to know, good to see, keeps us on our toes. It's just if anyone messes that qualifying lap up, you're in serious trouble. Tell you what, end of sector 2, a little tight twisty section. A little chicane can be a lap end of that. Are people going to go for a lower downforce setup or medium? Well, say medium low, medium high. Sorry. See what the guys go for. No ERS either to help you along. As one shot quali gets underway, as we stay on board with Wookie this week on the Super Softs. You can see everyone being on the same tyre. He takes it in turn 1, keeps the car to the left hand side. Goes a bit wide on the apex turn 1 there. Keeps it through the S section 2 and 3.
My cat's shouting. I'm back, by the way. I do apologise. I had to go and make a cup of tea.
Oh, he's on brew run. I'll have tea 2 sugars, lad.
The cat's shouting at me and all.
It's on with Wookie doing his one-shot quali. The start of sector 2. Get a DRS open. See if anyone can take Toby's pole streak off him. He's been on fire in these F2 cars anyway.
Toby has, yeah, so is Jay Letter as well.
Yeah, JJ. I think Clay has might have hit a wall there, as it says his DNF. As Wookie taps the inside wall as he goes through to the tight chicane. It's horrible, that chicane, honestly.
This last sector's absolutely terrible in any car.
Oh, that just didn't want to turn then.
No.
Out of that bridge. Did clip the right hand side. You see this braking point catching a few out tonight at the bottom of the straight.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy. And the exit as well is not easy either.
Nah, it's getting it turned, it's tight. Yeah, as he hits the wall there. Wow. Yeah. See how many times that happens in the race. Yeah, Wookie retired from that. Fortunately, JJ again.
JJ gets pole.
Only half a second difference with Nat, who was on the podium with him last week. It was his, I think it was his qualifying pace letting him down the first few times. He started at the back, but he did made quite a few positions up both races. So he has got the pace. Is he going to challenge for the win? So there's your results. JJ takes P1, Where's also on the front row with him. Toby takes P3.
First grid for the sprint as well, so top 10 will be reversed.
Yeah, only Wookie and Clay didn't get a lap time on the board. See what tyres these lots start on, because they get me every time.
Yeah, they've got super soft, softs, mediums, and hards, I believe, are the tyre choice they've got.
Ooh. Are they going to try the super softs? Oh, do you reckon soft? I reckon they might go soft.
Super softs and then hards, possibly, like you might see.
What do you reckon for the sprint?
But for the sprint, mediums, possibly softs. I mean, I haven't done any practice in these tyres. Got a clue what the tyres are like.
I had a bit of an issue. Just open my camera.
I can hear the fizzing.
It's turned into slush. Wow, that fridge is
What a
cold, mate.
catastrophe.
That is not good. I can't do anything either. Oh well, that can fizz away over there. Fuck's sake. That ain't stopping. Oh. Right, it's all on the desk. Give me Evening Mechanical in the chat as well. I'm not sure if he races enough.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
raced. I
actually. Yeah,
think
he
he's
does.
starting. Well, he's in 7th place for the sprint.
For
I think
the
he got qualified 4th.
oh, not bad from himself.
That's quite a good, quite high up for himself. I know he's been sort of struggling a little bit in these two cars.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not easy to get to grips with. They are quite hard.
Yeah, I can see this track as well. It's harder than F1 car, so I can imagine it's. Yeah, I can't see it being easy. There's a lot of hard braking zones. Just look quite understeery on Wookie's lap there. Wonder if that's something that they're going to be struggling with. Let's have a look at the tyre choices. Everyone on the mediums. So full grid on the same tyre.
Single
That's gone
person.
everywhere. One second, go and get in there to get me some tissue.
Probably it's a formation lap. Oh. Big gap to driver in front doing the warm up.
Oh, God. Right, just in time, Jesus. I needed cleaning that up, it was going near the plugs.
Yeah, don't want that to happen. Can't leave me on comms on
It is the one and only CDR Bobo as hello there takes his place in P1. Luke and Chip. Let's have a look. Oh, let's give us that's a mad camera angle that. So aboard with Chip and Airways. Good luck, lads. And off they go. License stay along the tour there. Get the top. It's a tick. Tell you what, bit of a lock up there, but 4 wide. Bit of wheel banking. Dan come out better than that. 3 places up.
3 of the top 3 are still fighting.
Yeah, battling through this deer.
Still kept it.
Yeah, Danny's all over the back of Luke, coming up 3 places. Let's go further back.
Where and Clay at the back. Don't know what's happened to them.
Yeah.
Clay hasn't got a front wing, so
he
do with someone.
And close again as Luckman tries it on mechanical. Down that back straight, who's going to be last on the brakes? He's got him at the side. Oh, it's the nice chip. A little slightly wide. Through that tight little and few little corners.
Yeah, it's not an easy section.
No, and there's one in the wall there on the exit. Who is that? I think that might be Clay. Clay ended up in the wall, unfortunately.
Hello, there's drop down. 17th. Guy that was leading the race is now in 17th.
Oh wow, yeah.
What happened there?
That might have been him on the on that in the wall. I'm still not used to the car colours. I can tell with the F1 cars, no who's in what team, but these,
Yeah.
it's hard to keep tabs on. As chip and mechanical swapping places further back.
Again.
Pack, it's got gold for company as they all single file make it into turn one.
Got Dan pretty close to him right now.
Yeah, it's your closest battle other than Carl. This front pack keeping close. Mechanical's just out of DRS.
Toby's pretty close. Oh, Toby's got Carl.
Clay's retired in the pits, I think, unfortunately. So, biggest gainer after lap 2 is Wab. He's up seven positions.
Chip's going to go for a move. The outside. Oh, maybe not. Do the switchback. This really hard to get this bit right. So narrow through here.
Yeah, being so close to the car in front as well, I can see you're losing quite a lot of grip, and I think that is Max who's lost an end plate. Clay saying completely his left up there. Unfortunate lad. It is one of them tracks though, it's very punishing, isn't it?
It's not easy. The barriers and the walls are very close. It's very fast, but yeah, and the curbs as well, some of them can be quite lethal, especially through that last sector.
Yeah, and you stay well clear of them. As the pace is picking up, people taking faster slaps. Airways were 141 flat. A lot of positions being fought for here. Bit of a gap from P5 to the front runner. So
always pressure now from Chip. Chip's also got Toby too, so.
Yeah, Carl's just loitering at the back, gaining a few attempts with these, like battling in front as Chip and Mechanical come very close. Great helicopter shot going down that back straight. Quite
very
a long
tricky
straight.
corner, that one.
Oh, the tight one leading to the straight.
Yeah, it's one of them. You sort of, I can never get it right. I'm always so slow through there. Chip gets the move done. Oh, they're fighting it still.
Full send Dave just tags the back of Wab.
Toby's managed to get Mechanical there. Mechanical.
Chip picks up the first time penalty. Quite a sped out field compared to the races we've seen so far.
Yeah, there's still a few close battles, but yeah, it's a lot. It's one of them tracks. It's you either know it or you don't.
Yeah,
I don't like this track myself. I can't really get on with it.
No, I had a couple of laps yesterday just to get myself refreshed. I forgot how much I actually disliked it.
Oh, it's just, I don't know who thought of it. It's really great. Someone must like it, I suppose.
Carl has gained on Toby, he's pushing him through sector 1. Can he make the move on the straight? As Curly retires. At the back, you've got where gold swapping places. Gold is all over the back. Oh no, sorry. Is he going to try and fight that one? Oh, were, other than that, has had a spin.
Airways is going to go for a move on Dan. Got it done before the braking zone. DRS is so powerful in these cars.
Yeah, defo. I found it in Abu Dhabi though, it wasn't powerful in the F1 cars at all. I don't know what was going on there. Just couldn't overtake, it was weird. Could keep with like sector 3, but down that straight, just couldn't gain them a few tenths.
It's no. Sorry. That one went down the wrong hole. Oh, Airways just lost a place down again.
Mechanicals got back past
So
Chip.
hard when you DRS, it's just you have to sort of keep the car in front with DRS so you can bend.
Yeah, you need to use them to make you that bit quicker.
Battle between Airways.
Wookie's just made the move. Wookie's been passed by Nerf Pack. Wookie's dropping places. Wookie's in the pits. 10 seconds.
Buckman's just made a move on Airways, 3rd place.
Closest battle is for your top 4 at the minute.
Yep.
Airways.
Who's managing to keep that 1 second lead from Dan? Well, he's just dropped down DRS, but I don't.
There's Carl looking to try and get past Chip as well. He's got that 3-second time penalty, so he might try and not fight it and lose too much time himself. But he's also missing a slight bit of his end plate. It's going to be terrible through that section there.
To be fair, these cars produce such little downforce. I don't think having no wings is going to really make much of a difference through there.
Wow. Madness. Front pack all within DRS. No one close enough to make the move though at the minute. That's further back.
Dan taps the back of Luke going into the last corner there.
Full send Dave. Trying to find Max and someone is off track. I think that is Chip. At that corner again, so I think that's the third person I've seen use that bit of escape road. Oh. Yeah, Chip starting P3, down in P10 at the minute. The old person where he started his Airways in P4.
One sort of made up some positions.
Toby Carl and Max is on the back of that. It's also got Dave for company.
Paul and Dave are the ones that have gained 5 positions.
Good drive from the pair of them two. Carl makes the move on mechanical. Toby wants a piece of mechanical as well. Through that double apex. Through to the right hander. All of them keep it well away from that wall. As Carl goes defensive to the inside, trying to break the slipstream.
Dan's got an opportunity here to take the lead off of Luke.
Oh, big bit of contact from Luckman there. Rear-ended Luke. Everyone's staying in
so
for
quick
the moment. Go on, mate, what are you saying?
Dan's going to now disappear off into the distance. He's been consistently catching up with the drivers in front and just making the moves stick. But he's coming up to a DRS zone, so might find himself under a little bit of pressure from Luke. And King Luckman as well. Airways, he's right up there as well.
Airways nearly pushing him through the corner. Lap 7 of 12. 5
Then
more to
Dave
go.
is going to get DRS
Oh,
on this.
Luke looks for the move on Dan. Thinks better of it, but goes slow through that apex. And Luckman has span. Can he gather it? Oh, he
I
loses a
think he's
few
got
more
wing
places to
damage as well.
Carl. Oh. Just moved Airways up a place. JJ trying to fight his way back through. Just makes a move on Nerf Pack. He's got full send Dave and 4.5 seconds up the road, so he's got a bit of time to catch up there.
Carl and Toby are. So when you've got the car in front of you that's got DRS, you can't overtake them.
No, he's just sat there watching his rear ring open every time.
I think Mechanical might have just about enough sort of, well, less downforce on the rear of his than the other two, because he's managing to sort of maintain that gap. Straights. They don't close up as quickly as I've seen others do.
People choosing the different downforce levels for this. It's one of them. It's
hard to
it could
get them
go
set
either
up
way.
right.
Yeah, it's compromise. I think is the word for this one, isn't it?
Definitely so.
It's just 2 straights and a load of tight corners. Is this what you go? Do you lose time in the tight twisty bits, or do you lose it down the straight?
Yeah, it's the same for qualifying as well, because you could make up, you could fast down the straights, then in the race you could sort of become a bit of a sitting duck during the corners, which then wears your tyres out more as well.
Yeah, tyre wear.
So it's not an easy track to master.
Carl skims the wall. Chip has pitted for a new wing and a set of super softs.
Oh, got wing damage.
Who, sorry?
Oh, I think he's missing. Or Toby, has he got missing the end plate on his car? Oh no, it's not. It's
No.
pavement on the road. It looked like he was missing his end plate.
Max has finally made the move on Dave. Can they both get a nice exit? It looks so slow an exit out of that corner.
Yeah.
Max. Mechanical's been in a battle all race. He's had someone trying to take his place off him. He's done well though. Toby's looking punchy there.
Dan hasn't taken off as quickly as I thought he would. Expecting him to sort of disappear off into the distance.
No, Luke's brought him in. He's going to make the move.
Past him now. Yeah.
And a race change once again. Race leader.
You see how hard it is to get those cars stopped, slowed down there.
Oh, yeah, defo. How early they break. And they still struggle. It's a tight battle for your podium spots, this. Front 3 in DRS, 4.6 seconds to Mechanical.
Front 3 and Max and Dave were sort of the closest battle on the track of them.
Yeah, Dave and Max have been keeping each other company, haven't they?
Yeah, I'll keep sort of having a little glance at them, and every time I look at them, they've swapped positions.
Yeah, Dave got back in front.
Yeah. Get past him
Max
again.
now takes the place.
Oh, and he outbraked himself into the corner. Thanks, Curse, I shouldn't. Alright. Shouldn't have mentioned anything, should have just left it at that, to be fair.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Strikes again, lads. Pack and Wab looking
I have
punchy.
the power. Right, who can we make? Who can we make spin it next? Come on.
Just watching Earth Pack battle with Max, his son. Just trying to get Wab. Wab is fast in these cars, so see as Chip takes a 10th out the fastest lap on them super softs. A few position changes further down.
It is only points up to 10th for the sprint, I believe.
Yeah, just 10th lad, and then full 20. All get points for the race. Keeps it competitive, doesn't it? It's a tight battle at the moment as Luke takes that P1 spot back. Airways has just dragged them in slightly, you know.
I think it's one of those tracks, when you lose the DRS, it's quite hard to get it back again.
Yeah.
If you can maintain that DRS, you can sort of keep going and keep up with the pack and sort of eventually maybe go for an overtake if there's a mistake.
Yeah, you just lose so much time without it that you don't get it in the corners.
No, it's one of these cars are very hard to sort of, unless you're got a massive pace advantage to the guy in front of you. It's very hard to get that gap back down without DRS if the guy in front of you has DRS.
You've
got to try and make up the difference that the DRS makes, and that's almost impossible without the use of DRS in these cars.
Teammates Hound and Were going side by side. Oh no, it's not, sorry. It's Hound making the move. But outbreaks himself. As Were also picks up a 10-second. Mechanical is keeping Carl. Thingy behind him.
Oh, Carl gets a 3-second penalty. He cut that corner a bit too much. Third one to get a penalty now.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off Toll. Some gaps spreading out a bit further back, down the grid. Hello, there's missing half his wing as well. I see a lot of people they tend not to change it, just live with it. Must be. Oh, nerf pack. It's the back of Max. That braking zone catching people out again. Final lap of the race already. Wow.
The race over. Wow.
Final lap. That's gone quick. That.
The end of the sprint race. Wow, that went really quick.
Front three still less than a second.
I was just about to say that the front 2 and 3 are going to be sort of down to the last lap, and we're on the last lap. So who's going to come out in front? I reckon.
To take the battle, also see.
Come down to that final DRS zone, I think.
Yeah, it is. Have you got the ones further back? Is anyone going to make the move? Mechanical keeps his 4th spot. Great to see the cars go that close. Look, Carl gets a real good exit there. Carl's all over the back of Mechanical. Mechanical just got the exit though on that straight. It's pulled away. Is Dan going to take the move on the final corner?
Oh, he's
going to be the last.
Went a bit wide.
Is Luke going to keep hold of that spot? Side by side to the line. Wow, Dan takes the win by 2,000th of a second. Wow.
That was very close.
Anybody else that close? Max and his dad fighting to the line. Carbon copy. Is he gonna? Oh, that inside line is the quicker to the final.
No. Yeah, Wab Stappen got him.
Wow. What an end to the race that was.
That
That's the
was
second
a
time we've had a
yeah.
drag race to the line. We had it in... Where was it? Can't
Yeah,
remember.
I can't help you with that one.
Where was that? Oh, I can't remember. My memory is absolutely terrible.
I was going to try and look up some fun little F2 facts about this track, but they don't race F2 round here, so there isn't any.
You've been looking for a while.
I did look. I asked Google, and it
Oh,
didn't come. It just gave me a load of stuff about F1, and it was like, well, that's not what I asked you. So I asked in the chat to see if there was an F2 race here, and there isn't. And I was like, well, that'll explain it.
yeah. See, try to do a bit of
Fortunately, there's
research
no.
and it just screws you over.
Yeah. The only bit of research, well, the only fact I know about this is the pond, the bit in the middle that when the track was first built was fake water. It wasn't real. And then the
Yeah.
second year, I think they pulled it in. They made it into a swimming pool.
Yeah, they put all the boats
But
just on the land, didn't they?
yeah, it was the most pointless thing I've ever seen in Formula One. Trying to make it look like Monaco's rich, famous harbour.
Yep. Some money for
You could go and rent those seats out, grandstand seats, wouldn't they? You could, obviously, if you had the money to spend on it, I assume, you could sit on the yacht and watch the race.
So there's your final results for the sprint. Dan wins the drag race out from Luke. Airways takes that final podium place. Mechanical keeps Toby and Carl behind. Carl drops with that time penalty. I think there was 3 DNFs. Curly, Clay and Wookie, unfortunately. Bit of a bad day out for the Trident team. No points scored there. MP Motorsport took double points. As the feature race starts, JJ is on pole once again. Sun is shining in Miami. They've been
I wouldn't
typical
mind going
F1.
to Miami.
You are.
I wouldn't mind going to Miami, to be fair.
Would be a sick experience. That would be typical F1 24 to have a bit of rain in Miami.
Yeah, why not?
Seems to do it everywhere else.
Well, it's not exactly this. Miami's in Florida, isn't it? So it's not exactly a dry state. It
No.
can be damp and moist. I've never seen rain yet. I don't think they have rain on the F2 races anymore.
I'm not sure. I've not seen it up to now. Not too sure if they set the lobby settings to dry. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think the lobby settings are just set to pink. I don't know.
So I think you could underfuel quite a bit round here. There's quite a lot of lifting and coasting through them corners.
You can't change the fuel levels in these.
Can you not? Oh my god, what are they doing to us?
The only thing you can change when you go do a practice session in these cars, you get one set of tyres and you can change the fuel.
Wow.
You
I think I heard someone complaining about that in the Discord.
Can't change anything. You can just change the fuel levels and stuff like that. So
everyone
starts with the same fuel.
mad.
That's what makes these cars so fun, because it makes everything equal. So it's all down to your setup and your skill. So
Yeah, it's fair enough, isn't it?
And it does show it. That makes this racing. That's what makes this racing a lot closer than the F1 races that we. Like they are close still, the F1 races, but
Oh, they're
these
nowhere near
are,
this, are they?
this is just like there's battles all over the place. Hard to sort of keep track of who to look at.
Yeah, last week, definitely.
So, and the feature race is definitely going to be the same again. If we've got anything to go by the sprint race.
Aye, top race, top racing, as it has been every week. It's not been. I think there was only one report sent in last week, so shows it's nice and fair as well. Fair driving. So everyone on the super soft bar allotment And hello there on the mediums.
Do they do mediums and then super softs? Or?
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna switch at some point, see how long they can drag their mediums out for. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Super softs, then to the
If they can get a
mediums.
good start and sort of maintain position, I reckon they're going to be ones to watch. But it's going to be quite hard with the super soft runners around you.
Yeah, they're gonna be a bit stickier on the tarmac of Miami. It's a mad camera angle for the race start. That's good. Misses his grid spot.
I don't know what tyre wear is like around.
F1 ain't too bad, I'm not sure about this. So, get on board with Dan taking his P5 as we watch the first ones. Lights out quick again. I think Dan gets such a good launch off the line, he's already over the back of Toby.
Very wide into turn one. Yeah, Dan takes around the outside. That was that was close.
By Dan.
That was got a great launch.
Got a big battle here, Carl Nibs. Not Nibs. Carl and Luke.
Nibs?
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't seen him racing for a while.
There's that much going on, man. Jesus.
Retired and become a
commentator
instead.
Join the dark side.
What
is it with all the Star Wars references today? Can't get enough of them today. So, good start from all the lads, to be fair. Very tight through this second half of the grid. Max takes the place. Oh, wow, so much happening. Wow. Looks like everyone's taking positions from everyone.
Got DRS from at the minute.
Oof. People try to go too wide for the chicane. Doesn't normally work. Bit of wheel banging from Wookie, and Hello There has dropped quite a few places on the mediums, you know.
The whole grid separated by 10 seconds.
Luke's gained a place. He's making the medium tyres work.
Top 12 was separated by 5 seconds. Same. Everyone's within DRS of each other.
Yeah, top 15. Madness.
It's going to be one long DRS trace.
Getting used to seeing them in this league.
I don't mind them, but I don't like being at the back of them. If I'm
there's nothing worse.
It's especially when you're watching the guys in front of you. You're kind of praying that they have an accident, but at the same time you don't want them to, because it'll be you that gets caught up in it as well.
Either that or you gained a couple of free places. As Max has had a moment, he's dropped to the back of the grid. As JJ's extended his lead. Toby's looking at P2. Is Toby going to try the move?
Away from that unscathed doesn't look.
Max just had just his tyres probably. Airways at the front of this pack. Woodman is sorry. He's got Airways, Luke, Carl. All in the train.
Luckman's doing well on those mediums.
Yeah, he's kept his place. I think he's up 1 or 2 at the moment, isn't he? So.
But I know DRS isn't enabled yet. I think it's after 3 laps it's enabled on cars.
Yeah, I think it is slightly different. As everyone makes the way through turn the final corner.
Get in trouble when that DRS does open. Airways is pushing. Or as he has a little bit of a slide. That was really cool camera angle then. As he come round, then he comes sideways.
Yeah, I
might have to save that bit. Save that and tag him in. That's quite a good little drift.
There's Wab.
I don't think they do the tyres any good though.
No, lad's just looking at Nerf Pack Chip and Mechanical wanting them to start squabbling, I think. Got a bit of a gap to full send Dave behind. Looks a lot closer to Carl this time round.
King Luckman down to full send Dave is a big DRS train.
Yeah, they're all coming through on the map.
Through that far last sector.
You can't even see track, it's just cars.
Worm of foot, 2 cars.
I think DRS will be open this lap, I think.
AJ's pulled out seconds away from Toby.
Arm's just losing a place to Earl there. Is he going to lose a spot to Hound as well? To Curly? Nope. Curly's trying to get... As Max comes in the pits. Lap 4. See what he goes on to.
Could potentially get the don't know what tyre dig's like round here.
What did that say? You cut off. You literally went mute for the last two words of that sentence.
Don't know what tyre dig's like round here, so don't know if his tyres have gone off. Get those mediums. Don't 12 now, so.
Yeah, we'll see when the front runners thing. But JJ's pulled out a 2-second gap at the front. His tyres must be feeling just fine at the minute.
Luckman's closing that gap up to where, so I think those tyres might be going off a little bit. Pulled out a second now to Luke behind him.
Yeah, the medium tyres will be coming into their own, I think, won't they? As Luke goes really defensive to Airways. Chip on Nerf Pack sits behind for now. A few peeling off into the pits.
Airways is coming. Pits.
Carl's
behind
pitted.
him. Pits.
A couple of people boxing now. Did Max go that lap too soon? On track. Clay is defending from Curly. There's everybody else. It's about 6 to 4 attempts in gaps there. No one.
Nobody else pitted. Only Carl, Full Send, Dave and Airways. The only 3 that pitted then.
See if they're going for a really
More
early
to come in the
undercut.
pits.
So, see if they stay out 1 or 2 more laps as Ware goes really wide. That'll be a track limits.
Dan's pretty close.
Luke's caught that gap up, so 1.4 seconds down. Buckman, sorry, not Luke. Toby, Dan and Northern Nat fighting for that second spot.
Go off into the pits.
There's 2 of them boxed. You lead the
Me and
pits.
JJ were boxed. That leads Dan out in front now.
Yeah, everyone's deciding. Lap 6 is the lap. It's an horrible pit entry. That. Everyone in the pits. Wow.
Where's Airways and Carl and that going to come out then? Because they boxed before everyone else. We'll send Dave comes round to the goes over the line now. Goes. Why does he go up?
Nope, he comes out in front. I don't know what happened to Airways.
I think Airways had a bit of a slow stop, to be honest.
Yeah, he might have had to change his wing. I'm not too sure with that. He did lose quite a bit of time in that pit stop though.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I think that's Nat had a bit of a moment, dropped a couple of places.
Hitting early hasn't helped anybody, really.
No.
All sent Dave up to 12th. Cole's up to 10th. Gained much by hitting early.
Yeah, I think Max must have changed his wing as well because he hasn't gained anything in them pit stops. Your race leader picks up a 10-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane there. Dan will be kicking himself for that. See where
it goes for a move. Full send. Gets it done before the braking zone. We're up into 12th. Cole's the only one that benefited out of that early stop.
Yeah.
He's back up into 7th place now.
Yeah, no one else. No one else gained nothing from that.
Airways is down in 12th. If anything, they've lost 4 places than gained.
Yeah, it's really not worked so how they thought, I don't think. These medium runners in P1 and 2 now. Yeah. Everyone else is pitted. There's 19 seconds from 1st to 3rd, sure. Don't think it's that long of a pit stop round here either. Abu Dhabi was a killer going through that tunnel. You lose about 35 seconds, mate.
Yeah, that's a pit exit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such a dodgy pit exit as well. Like my wheel used to disconnect sometimes coming out of the pit, and can't turn it enough to get out of the way, so you end up hitting the wall.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you've just pitted for a new fresh set of tyres, and then you end up with wing damage. It's like, I'm great fun. Guess I won't race.
Isn't it?
Dan and Toby are still fighting.
Airways looking at full send Dave. Down that straight, DRS open. Dave hasn't got DRS from where in front. Can Airways come into that magic 1 second? He's already in it. It's looking quick. Airways must have had a wing change, I'm sure. Because that got his way back up to P10. P10 quite quick.
And it might be a little bit of tyre warm-up as well, might play into it. Because I know these cars don't necessarily heat up their tyres as fast as the F1 cars do.
No, well...
A lap or two for the tyres to come into temp before they're sort of nice and sticky.
Yeah.
Airways is looking really racy now.
You read my mind, lad. Just wait till then.
Battle there is at the minute, apart from Dan and Toby.
Yeah, just Mechanical and Clay.
Gets past.
He's trying to get past Clay. He's gaining. He's made the move before the braking zone.
Clay switches back on him.
Round. Great driving from Clay.
That was.
Mechanical left that door open slightly too wide there.
Yeah.
Clay spotted it though. That's the thing.
Mechanical's going to get DRS down this straight though, I think.
Max had a bit of a slide out that exit.
Car opens up.
Girl's trying to make the move.
To make a move.
for P16 and 17.
Last
Car.
He gets DRS to boot.
Gould loses 2 places to Curly and Wookie.
Yeah, he come out of that last corner then. He didn't have DRS, but Curly and Wookie did. Curly had the move done already, but
Hound, pit and quit. I'm going to write that down so I don't fucking forget.
Chip gets another. Chip gets a free second.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to drop.
We're still hanging on to Airways. He's still maintaining the gap of sort of 5 tenths. He's keeping that DRS. King Luckman's still got that gap. Hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah, has come
Those
down to
times
JJ slightly, but yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Almost sideways through these corners.
Yeah, the Super Soft runners pitted with 6 laps, so this or the next one I suspect. Field's opened up a bit now. Was giving Airways a decent battle at the minute. Through sector 1.
How long do you reckon the pit stop is on this?
On here.
20 seconds, 20?
Yeah, it's not going to be much. It's not going to. Yeah, about 23, I reckon. So.
That'll put King Luckman back in a 5th. Full 5th.
We'll see where are they in situ on the track, coming down the back straight. See if we just pit or not. I don't want to look at JJ's
They've still got
face.
fairly good pace, the pair of them. They're not doing terrible that times compared to everyone else.
Nah. Dan's 5 seconds behind JJ at the moment, not making any inroads really. Everyone a bit too far back for a move.
Luckman into the pits.
See where Luckman comes out. That's what we're saying. Could be just in front of Luke. It's gone for the Super Softs. 5 laps left. Oh, he's going to come out behind Carl. Does he get the...
Just ahead of Carl.
Yeah, he took the place back. It did change for a moment there.
I think it's because of the way the pit exit sort of works out.
Oh, is it?
Been ahead of him
corner.
was in Hello there, stayed out. Come into the pits. Under pressure from JJ now.
No, JJ's going to take the lead by looks of them times. Is he going to peel off? Oh, wrong corner.
Been a bad decision from Hello there. Should have stayed. He should have pitted along with Luckman, I think.
Yeah, you might as well at that moment in time, really. He's just holding JJ up, and he lets JJ. It's JJ through. JJ takes P1 with 5 laps to go. So Dan will be net P2, 4.4 seconds behind. Clay just in that 1 second to get his DRS from Mechanical, who's not got DRS on chip.
has got past airway. Better take it back, maybe.
Can you get that move done?
But just there's not enough of that straight down the start-finish straight to sort of get a decent run up the inside unless you can get a really good exit, I think.
No, you need another 200, 300 yard. That's lucky.
Must admit, I do like this section. The first section of the track is quite fun. The rest of it's absolute put.
Yeah, it's one of the most technical tracks, I think, you know, just with that sector 1 on its own. Knowing
It's a
where to
mixture
put.
of everything, isn't it? It's fast, slow.
Yeah, that's why our car setup is a pain in the ass.
Is Miami on this week? Like, for real?
Yes, it is.
Airways gets past Werther. That's what I have to, well.
Clay's still looking at the back. Can they go down in P13 to look at the positions? Hello, there's your biggest gainer, but he's yet to pit. That'll drop him back down a couple of places, I think.
Yeah, he's swinging into the pits now.
Mechanical's your biggest loser, I'm down 9. Dan takes that P2. Good race from Dan, solid. Took a couple of places at the start and kept them really.
Upman and Toby are fighting side by side through the first section. Just ahead, literally just ahead. I think those super softs might come into their own on this bit. Way more grip.
Yeah, through sector 1. And that exit through that corner. Drive all the way down that straight.
Toby will get DRS down this straight, I think.
As Luckman doesn't really fight that.
DRS like that.
Oh, Luckman tags the back of him there. So, a couple of gaps. Word Airways still battling. Through the tight, tricky chicane. Both drive nice through there. Don't know why it shows me his face. Want to see the action, not the driver. Is he going to make the move on Airways? He tries up the inside. Airways leaves him the space. Airways does.
It's the outside of that corner seems to be the better line rather than trying to take the inside. Seen a few people try and go up the inside and not been able to make it, like, get the exit speed they need to.
Yeah, it's making that exit a bit too tight. Hello, there's drops from P2 all the way to P14. That opposite strap really didn't work for him. Should have pitted with Luckman. He's still in P4. Can he take Toby for that final podium spot on them super softs though? Has he got the pace?
Get up the inside on. Chip Hazard there. Chip's going to fight it back though.
Luckman looks like he needs to turn his diff down a bit because that is rear end is sliding everywhere under when he puts the power down.
So much more grip. Hello there was so much later on the brakes than Chip.
Airways.
Right on the back of mechanical. Back straight. Over to the left. Try and break the toe.
Airways makes that move back on Worth.
I think they're going to be another drag race to the end. I think those two.
Chipperello there. Is he gonna?
That outside line.
It's so
Those
much quicker.
softs.
It's beating the inside line every time.
Yeah.
Even on the tyre offset as well. These two have been side by side for the full sector.
Yeah.
Great driving from the pair of them. Who's going to be last? Are they going to make it too wide? Oh. I think Mechanical had to take to the runoff there, but kept his car facing the right way.
Still going to fight him. He's going to get DRS down this straight.
Chip's
Still hanging on in those mediums. Chip's right there as well. Clay's joining in the party as well. I think this little fight they've done is been able to let Clay join up.
Lock up there from from.
A bit wide. They can't surely be going from side by side.
They're going to try it. No, Mechanical backs out.
Mechanical
He
gets a 3-second penalty.
Well. Oh no way! It was never going to happen, lads.
No, you can't do 3 wide through there. You could just about fit one.
That was brilliant driving as were, and anyway, Airways swap places again. Mechanical boxing. Oh no, corner cutting. Sorry, just presumed that the 10-second time penalty was for going into the pits. Final lap of the race there. Already, as this battle for 10th, 11th, 12th is going to carry on to the checkered flag.
Let that penalty room too much. Oh
no way, Mechanicals.
Which ends on him going through that corner.
Bit of a battle for 4th and 5th.
Managed to get up into the podium positions, but it's Toby, I think.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think he had one when I was looking then, because I was just about to say that he was going to lose position to Toby, but he gets a penalty, I think.
Let's have a quick look. 2 10-seconds round him, so he won't. He might lose 1 to Luke. And that's about it.
Yellow flags in sector 2. Who's that? That's
JJ's not had much airtime. He's just been at the front. Watch him cross the line to take his 3rd win of the season. JJ takes P1. Dan closely behind in P2, but does have a 10-second time penalty. As Luke and Toby are swapping places on the final corner.
Yeah, King Luckman manages to take that podium, even with penalty.
3 wide going into the final. Full send Dave Airways.
Hello there, touched the curb and lost it almost. Could have been a drag race to the end there. He didn't lose any positions, but that was unlucky.
We've got another drag race, Mechanical and Max. Max takes that one. Wow, drag race city there. Great final corner for the action.
Good race, that one.
Yeah, top one. I think it might be the closest one yet. That for finishing places. JJ takes that top step once again.
While you get the podium guys in, I'm going to quickly run for a little wee wee.
No worries, lad.
Back.
So, podium celebrations for JJ, Luke and Luckman. Congrats, boys. So, the final race results. JJ, Luke, Luckman, podium. Dan unfortunately misses out with that 10-second time penalty. Good drive from Toby. Nerf Pack, great drive, airways, and good battles throughout. Unfortunate for Wookie and Mechanical at the end there, just losing it on the apex. There's your final standings for Miami. Let's get the boys in for the interviews. Send them invites out.
I'm back. I'll be back.
Straight on the invite, JJ once again. Woodman and Luke, all three drivers. Nice to have you here, lads.
You're gonna have to tell me if you can hear me.
I'll just pause it on second.
I think I just heard you talking when you said that.
So, that is everyone. 1 second, lads. So, Woodman takes P3. How do you reckon your race went, lad?
It went alright up until last lap, or last 2 laps when I picked up a 3-second penalty, but I wasn't expecting to obviously get on the podium. Helped out by Toby and Dan getting 10 seconds worth of penalties, but overall I'm pretty pleased with the podium. First and last, I reckon.
Nah, I'm
That
sure
was a
you'll
good
be
drive.
okay.
Now you can have more. That was a really good drive there. You pitted at the right time as well.
Yeah, I knew that I needed to pit with a fair few laps to obviously make the gap back up, but I think the race come to me and I didn't have to go to the race as such. It all just happened for me at the right time.
No, you made that
Incredible
opposite
drive.
strategy pay off well there, mate. Hello there tried it with you and didn't really have the same outcome, unfortunately. So
yeah, it's just about in that first stint not battling too many people, just trying to stay ahead with the guys ahead, not losing yourself too much time, and then once you're in free air, making the most of it. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased.
good, lad. Well done.
Cheers,
First pole. Is that your first podium? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, man. Keep it going, lad. Luke,
Thank
P2.
Yeah, P2 in sprint and feature, yeah. Was a definitely better result than previous races, I'll be honest.
You've been up there or thereabouts, though. You just haven't made it onto the podium, I don't think.
No. I would have in Bahrain, but I forgot about the rule where you can't pit under a safety or a VSC. So yeah, I was laughing to the bank when I was pitting into the pits, and then I got a message to say I'm going to be disqualified in the next lap, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what you need, but you've come back with a podium, so nice points on the board.
I know, finally. Finally. Both races I was racing with 2 warnings, so it was important that I wouldn't get a penalty, and then in the feature it helped that Luckman got a penalty. I could ease off, because then you might pick up the position for P2. I think P2, yeah.
Definitely a few corners on this track that are sort of track limits, magnets.
Well, the chicane that you've got under the bridge, my graphics on the left-hand side, you know, where you've got the timing board and position board.
Yeah.
That's fucking huge on my screen, and I couldn't see the corner, the curb on the left-hand side. So every single lap, I was going way too wide or way too close to the wall, picking up a warning, and then going over the curb and losing a bit of time. So that's the, I think that's the only one where I've picked up warnings. Everywhere else it's pretty wide. It's pretty difficult to pick up a warning here. Unless you really, really want to, but that little chicane under the bridge, bastard for warnings.
Oh, we've seen Mechanical and who was it now trying to go too wide through there? Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
mechanical.
On the flip side, some corners are just stupid to go side by side, so yeah.
Good racing from you there, lad. And go to the race winner once again. JJ
Yo!
is here again.
Yeah, man. Sprint, I got damage on turn 1, got spun around, then I got spun around again in the chicane, went back down to last, managed to get, I think it was a P7 out of it in the end. And then in the feature, just get away, and then I think I had over a second, I think I had nearly 2 seconds after 2 laps, and I knew them two would fight, and then by the time we've come in for pit stops, it was, I think it was 3.5, 4. Them softs went off well quick as well. Them super softs. The right front was just gone. So then I boxed the lap early, and then it took me. I was getting the gap up as well. I got up to about 6 seconds, and then it took me not until I got behind. I think it was Housey. I was going slow through the slow section. I looked up at the time to see how much Dan gained on me for the eggs. I was going like a fucking snail, and then I realised he had 10 seconds, and I was like, oh, all right, just keep it on the track, get no penalties, and not spin it, because around there it's so through that slow chicane, mate. It is deadly, but yeah, it was alright. Feature was alright. Sprint was a bit rubbish, but yeah, 4 out of 4. Well, whatever it is, can't really complain. Nice to see Luke up here and Luckman as well. Very nice. Good to see you've done the alternate and made that work. A couple of drivers done that the last few weeks and made it work. So
it's a risk doing the alternate. If you can keep the positions, definitely. But it's don't keep those positions, and you give too many away trying not to fight, you can find yourself quite far back. I've tried the alternate strategy quite often, but I can never make it work.
no, well I see you was catching me slightly on lap 5. He was only, I think he was 6.8, then he got it down to 6.2, and I was like, right, I need to box now to get that lead back, because if he's within, say, 5 seconds of me once he pits, he might get me. So I just thought I'll box a lap early, and then just, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of drivers pitted a bit earlier than you guys did, and they didn't really make it work. I think Carl was the only one that managed to make it work to his benefit, but not as well as he'd hoped. Those super softs, I can't imagine they lasted very long. What's tyre deg like around Miami? Is it really bad?
Them super softs, mate, that right front, you can't, I think it's the end of sector 1 where you're going into the DRS zone there. I couldn't turn. After about lap 3, I just could not turn, because that's where I was making all the time up on other people. I was taking a different line, but then after, as soon as I got the mediums on, for about 4 or 5 laps it was alright, but then once the front right just goes off. Everything else is alright, it's just that right, and you need that right, front right for quite a lot of the track.
Yeah. Do you have an option to put softs on, or is it just super softs, mediums and hards?
No, so you don't even get that, so you get, tracks have got 2 sets of tyres, if I'm right, for every track, so it might be a super soft like tonight, and a medium, and another track might be a soft and a hard. You can't just put what you want on, no.
Oh, for that explain it then. I was expecting to see someone on the hards, but yeah, I didn't realise it. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that must be why the tyre strats are so different, because you only get, obviously.
It'd be nice to see super softs back in F1, to be fair.
Yeah, they need to come back, don't they?
Yeah.
They'd only last about 3 laps.
Yeah, true.
You use them for qualifying, that's all you'd use them for.
Yeah.
They need a qualifying tyre.
They only got brought in because of the Mercs, was so good. And even, and to be fair, they were doing it on mediums while everyone else was on super softs.
It's bonkers, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, boys, well, I got to shoot anyway, so.
Yeah, well done, mate.
The race was nice for you guys to watch, and well done, JJ, on a win, Harry on a podium, and see you guys next week.
Cheers, lad. You too, mate.
Yeah,
well done, podium
sitters. It was an
sitters.
entertaining race, so well done to yourself, and well done to JJ, Luke, Luckman. Catch you all
Cheers
next
for the
week
stream,
for
fellas.
the second to last race in Qatar. So, see you next
I
Tuesday,
do like
lads.
Qatar.
Yeah, it should be a cracking race.
I'm not
That.
racing it.
See you later.
See you later.
Later.
Cheers, lads.